Okay, for this one, we're going to, it's going to be covering area, section 1.3. The area of a two-dimensional shape is what the area is what the shape covers. So if I were to say, I wanted to, measure the area of this paper. It's a two-dimensional shape, supposedly. It's not really, but well, that means the rim, if I measure all the way around it, that's the perimeter. But if I measure what space it's taking up, that's the area. Okay. So the area of a two-dimensional shape is, I look at it as the space that it covers, or the space that it takes up. So what units are used for area? Okay, area is always, always, always measured in squares. So square feet, or you could write feet squared, okay? Square inches, or inches squared, square meters, anything you can measure length with, you just square that sucker, and that's what the area is. So square meters, centimeters, whatever you want to say. This is also m squared. You can just keep going on and on. There's just so many. All right, so below, you're going to want to have access to this on your exam. In fact, all your notes, but specifically, you want to have the formulas. So you've got the rectangle. The area of a rectangle is, this is A times B, which is, I look at it as base times height. Okay, I know they've got them labeled A and B, but if you also think of it as area is equal to the base times the height, that's a really good one too. You could also write BH. The parallelogram, which is where two sides are parallel to each other and they're the same length. Same thing for, so these sides, these bases are the same length and they're parallel, as well as these sides are the same length and are parallel as well. So for the parallelogram, it has a height of H and a base of B. Notice this dotted line is not part of the parallelogram, okay? It is just showing you what the height is, as is this line here, this dotted line. So the area of a parallelogram is base times height. Triangle, three different ways to look at it. I don't care which formula you use. Area is equal to 1/2 the base times height divided by 2, which is what I'll be using. Or, because those who don't like fractions, you can use 0.5 times base times height, okay, for your area. Please notice what the base is versus the height, okay? Be careful with that. Same thing here. These dotted lines are not part of the shape. They're just representing to show you what the height actually is, okay? And then the last one we have down here is a trapezoid. A trapezoid has two bases, base 1 and base 2, and then it has the height. All right, that's all you need to calculate the area for a trapezoid, okay? All right, let's go to example 4. Triangle has a height of 4 inches and a base of 10 inches. Find the area. Well, the area for a triangle is base times height divided by 2. They're saying the base is 10 inches and the height is 4 inches and divided by 2. So that's 40 inches squared divided by 2. So the area, remember we need to do sentences here. The area of the triangle, long day, folks, is 20 inches squared. Okay. Example 5, the area and perimeter of the trapezoid. Find the area and perimeter of the trapezoid shown below. All right. So we've got base 1, base 2, and we've got the height right here. It's the dotted line. So for the area of a trapezoid, it's base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2, all of that times the height. So the area, base 1 is 7 centimeters, base 2 is 4 centimeters, divided by 2 times the height, which is 2 centimeters. That's an M. The M's gone wild. So 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. centimeters times 2 centimeters is 11 centimeters squared. So we have centimeters times centimeters is centimeters squared. So the area is 11 centimeters squared. Pardon me, water. The perimeter, since we have all the sides, we can just add them up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is 16 centimeters. You just add up all 4 of the sides. All right, looks like we've got a U try down here too. So this is a parallelogram, which is base times height for the area. And like I told you earlier, when we were talking about parallelograms, this side is parallel to this side, and they're the same length. Okay. This side is parallel to this side, and they're set the same length. The 44 is not part of the parallelogram, and it's representing the height. Okay. All right, we'll consider the 35 the base. The area for a parallelogram is just base times height. So the area is base is 35 centimeters times the height is 44 centimeters. So the area is 44 times 35, 1,540, and it's centimeters squared because it's area. There's that part. The perimeter is just 35 centimeters plus 47 centimeters plus 35 centimeters plus 47 centimeters. All right. So that's 47 times 2 plus 70 is 164. So the perimeter is 164 centimeters. Notice that the perimeter uses the same unit as the lengths of the sides. That is how you need to understand this. The perimeter is measuring those sides. It's just calculating it. It's just adding them all up. And when you're adding them all up, it's just centimeters. It's not centimeters square or cubed or anything. Okay. When you hear the word area, you need to stick a square on that sucker because otherwise it will be wrong. All right. That's it for this video. And next one will be Pythagorean theorem.